Welcome dear student in our pharmaceutical chemistry 2. Today we are going to deal with antibiotic. Myself Mrs. Urmila Ravindra Gowdi, MPharm in Quality Assurance and lecturer in KK Bagh Institute of Pharmacy, Chandori, Nasik. Learning outcomes. After listening, student will able to learn to understand the introduction and mechanism of action of antibiotic, to classify antibiotic in different ways, to give nomenclature for different antibiotics. Antibiotics are the medicine that helps to stop infection caused by bacteria. They do this by killing the bacteria or by keeping them from copying themselves or reproducing. The word antibiotic means against the life. Any drug that kills germs in your body is technically as antibiotic. Antibiotics are the chemical substances derived from or metabolically produced by living organisms, which are capable of inhibiting the life process of other microorganisms in small concentration. It also includes the synthetic compounds, which are structurally analog of naturally occurring antibiotics. Antibiotics should only be prescribed to treat health problems that are not serious but are unlikely to clear up without antibiotics, such as acne. Antibiotic fights bacterial infection either by killing bacteria or by slowing and suspending its growth. They do this by attacking the wall or coating surrounding bacteria, interfering with bacteria reproduction. Thus, ampicillin, enough not produced by living organism, is a structural analog of benzyl penicillin. Hence, it is an antibiotic. Now, let's start with classification of antibiotic. First, depending upon spectrum of antimicrobial activity, it can be divided into narrow spectrum antibiotic. The antibiotic having high degree of specificity, that is, they are selectively effective either on gram-positive bacteria or gram-negative bacteria or certain fungi or yeast, are called narrow spectrum antibiotic. For example, benzyl penicillin. Second, broad spectrum antibiotic. The antibiotic which are effective on large number of pathogens, not only gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria but also affects intracellular organisms like viruses and rickettsia, are called broad-spectrum antibiotics. For example, streptomycin, chloramphenicol, tetracycline. Now, second classification, depending upon biosynthesis. First, antibiotic derived from amino acids, that again divided into from single amino acid, for example chloramphenicol, from two amino acid, for example benzyl penicillin, from many amino acid, that means polypeptide antibiotic, for example bacitracin. Next classification, antibiotic derived from sugars, for example streptomycin, neomycin, gentamicin. Next class, antibiotics derived from acetate and propanoate unit, for example tetracycline, erythromycin. And last class is miscellaneous, for example griseofulvin and rifampicin. Now next major class is classification depending upon the basis of chemical structure, that is divided into beta-lactam antibiotic and non-lactam antibiotic. First of all, we see beta-lactam antibiotic. This contains beta-lactam or azitidine-1 heterocycle. For example, benzyl penicillin, benzathine penicillin, phenoxymethyl penicillin, ampicillin, carbanicillin, cloxacillin, cephaloridine, cephalothene and cephaloxime. Second class, beta-lactam antibiotic. This does not contains beta-lactam ring. And they are further divided into following categories. First, antibiotic containing hydronaphthalene ring, for example, tetracycline. Then next, aminoglycoside antibiotic, for example, streptomycin, neomycin, gentamicin. Then macrolide antibiotic, for example, erythromycin. Next class, ansamycin, for example, rifamycin. Then polyene macrolide antibiotic, that means polyene antifungal antibiotic, for example, nystatin, hemicin and amphotericin B. Then next class is anthracycline antibiotic, for example, actinomycin D and daunorubin, rubicin or adriamycin. Next class, peptide antibiotics, for example, bacitracin. Steroidal antibiotics, for example, fusidic acid. Then nucleoside antibiotics, for example, puromycin, and other heterocyclic ring containing antibiotic, for example, mitomycin, cycloserine. And last class is non-classificable antibiotic, for example, griseofulvin and chloramphenicol. Now let's start with nomenclature of antibiotic. Previously known antibiotic were named on a very subjective basis. For example, certain antibiotics were named from microbes from which they are derived. For example, streptomycin, as it is obtained from Streptomycin griseus. Then some are named after their laboratory. For example, nystatin, as it is produced in New York State Board of Health Laboratory. Some were named after movies. For example, rifamycin, which is derived from movie Rififi. Now some were named after their secretary, nancimycin, as the name of secretary was Nancy. Some are named after patient. For example, bacitracin, because the name of patient was Tracy. And some are named after culture number. For example, etamycin, as it was isolated from culture number 8 and so on. To avoid confusion, a committee was appointed by American Chemical Society of Microbiology to frame rules which are as follows. First, if chemical structure is known, then the name should be based on chemical structure. Then if chemical structure is unknown, then germs can use as a root. For example, the suffix mycin is restricted to the antibiotic which are obtained from Streptomycin species. For example, neomycin. And the suffix mycin is restricted to the antibiotic which are derived from Micromonospora species. For example, gentamicin. Third rule, failing use of germ, the mode of action or spectrum of activity should be useful. Geographical location are not thought to be the meaningful. Thank you, dear student, for attending the session. Thank you.